Here's taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Carson Wentz going to lead Philadelphia under center in this game, and they finished the year 7-9. Carson Wentz, 379 completions, most ever for a rookie passer. Everyone remembers how they started the season, 3-0. Falling out of the playoff picture late, but what did you think of the rookie Carson Wentz?
I could not have been more impressed because when he started out 3-0, as you mentioned, everyone had him ticketed straight to Canton. I remember you and I saying, you might want to pump the brakes a little bit. He's going to run into some bumps along the way. The team will, and they did. But he hung in there the entire way, kept firing. I actually did a game of his in Cincinnati where he threw it 60 times. That's not good for any quarterback. But I thought he handled it really well. He's going to be really focused in the offseason on getting better. This is a guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes playing quarterback. He and the Eagles will get better in 2017.
Wentz to throw on second down. Surveying the field. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball. Sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
Talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Let's expand on Ryan Matthews for a sec. And he has a couple 1,000-yard years in his back pocket. This season, 661. Did have a career-high 8 touchdowns, but where does... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. He takes this for 3 to the 29. On the tackle there, it's Nolan Carroll. 11 carries, 75 yards for Freeman in the game against New England. But remember, a lot of those came on the first carry. He had a good second carry, but then they didn't use him a lot late.
Yeah, I saw them getting to the perimeter early. You see how they stretched out New England's big defensive line? And then as they substitute, they started to try and go back inside. But a lot of people think maybe they didn't run the ball enough in the Super Bowl and maybe even eat some clock, especially with the lead that they had. But they also were able to use Devontae Freeman in the passing game.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And so the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now the possession will switch over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this offense so good for 3/4 of the Super Bowl, Charles. At one point, the advanced metrics had them at a 99.5% chance to win. It just seemed like everything was going their way, and then the fourth quarter happened.
I think when we review this game, and we say, okay, where did it get away from the Falcons? What was the number of plays the Patriots ended up running for the game?
93.
And the Falcons ran 46. So they wore down their defense on that one. But look at what they did on offense. They were averaging big-time yardage, running it, passing it, had everything going their way. A 25-point lead should still be enough to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, almost 6 yards per rush, almost 9 yards per pass for the Falcons. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be third down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
And he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Time running out here on the play clock. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He completes it to Julio Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. What an amazing season it was for Julio Jones. The Super Bowl, maybe the best catch we've seen all year, that toe tap on the sideline. He finished with 87 yards, but something you told me is astounding. 4 catches in that game, only 4 targets, too.
Yeah, and if you watch the game unfold, which I know you did, how many times did you see on the replays the number of white shirts of the New England Patriots in the vicinity of Julio Jones? He'd run a route, 2 to 3 guys in his area every time. That's the reason the targets were so low. But he maximized them, didn't he? 4 targets, 4 catches. And that sideline catch, I thought it was going to be intercepted. And he ended up having the concentration to hold on to it and still get both feet down.
Ryan, he's going to air one out. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Going up top. And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 82 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit.
You into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. And even 40 yards. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard.
We drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. 4 down.
Ready? Go, ladies! 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now Ryan on 1st down. And now here is another. And now off to the races down the right side. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Pardon, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by...
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. To throw is 7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch. Pickup and leads to a new set of down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Their big time. Football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. Well, switching over to talk about the Super Bowl for a minute, one thing you mentioned that may have gotten overlooked, Gostkowski missing the PAT, so it was at 28-9, and that really changed the complexion because then they were chasing points going forward.
And in a way we didn't anticipate, it helped heighten the heroics of Tom Brady and the Patriots in that game because you just mentioned chasing points. Now, after touchdowns, they were having to go for two-point conversions. So they got 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions because of the missed extra point that led to overtime. Actually made the heroics even better for Tom Brady and the Patriots.
And the first two-point conversion, a little trickeration. The second one, though, a little more conventional, both effective. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So out come the Falcons now. They go play action here on 1st down. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. On 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So we've reached half.